to get my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
It all started with a single shocking image that immediately set social media ablaze. The photo leaked online, showing Aaron with visible bruises across his face and arms, each mark telling a story of pain and conflict that no one outside their circle had fully understood until now. The raw emotion captured in that single snapshot was enough to make fans gasp, scrolling past in disbelief, double-checking if the image was real. But what really amplified the shock was Teyana's reaction. The camera caught her face as she stumbled back upon seeing it, eyes wide, lips trembling, and tears threatening to fall. For a moment, everything else faded, and the intensity of the situation took over. There was a silence, almost like the world had paused to witness her pain. To fully grasp the magnitude of this moment, it's important to rewind and understand the context. Aaron and Teyana have had a turbulent history, full of public spats, leaked videos, and rumors that constantly circulated online. Their relationship, once considered private, has now become a spectacle, dissected by fans, influencers, and media outlets alike. The dynamics between them have always carried tension, but this photo revealed a physical dimension that few had dared to imagine. The scars and bruises weren't just marks. They were signs of an underlying conflict that had been escalating behind closed doors for months. As the photo went viral, social media exploded. Fans immediately took sides, some defending Aaron, claiming it might have been self-inflicted or an accident, while others blamed the circumstances that led to the altercation. Speculation ran wild. Theories, ranging from old unresolved disputes to misunderstandings with neighbors or close friends, spread like wildfire. In no time, the image was everywhere, in news articles, Instagram posts, Twitter threads, and TikTok compilations. The sheer virality of the photo heightened the tension. And for Teyana, it wasn't just about the physical bruises, it was about the betrayal, the fear, and the emotional rollercoaster that had become impossible to ignore. What made this situation even more intense was the emotional connection viewers had developed over time. Teyana wasn't just another celebrity to her fans. They had seen her grow, witnessed her struggles, and celebrated her victories. Seeing her in tears, shaken to her core, instantly created empathy and concern on a massive scale. Every post, every comment, every reaction added fuel to the emotional fire. The leaked photo wasn't just a picture. It was a trigger that brought back all the previous incidents, arguments, and public confrontations, forcing everyone to confront the harsh reality behind the headlines. Teyana's reaction in particular drew attention. In the footage captured just moments after she saw the photo, she struggled to compose herself. She tried to speak, but the weight of the situation rendered her voice almost inaudible. She clutched her hands to her face, as if trying to shield herself from the unbearable truth. Meanwhile, fans speculated about what could have led to such an intense and physical conflict. Some pointed to ongoing disputes between Aaron and Teyana, others suggested external pressures or misunderstandings that spiraled out of control. What was clear, however, was that the situation was far from ordinary. The timing of the leak also added to the drama. The photo emerged just days after a series of heated social media exchanges, videos, and cryptic posts that hinted at a major fallout. Suddenly, the puzzle pieces began falling into place for fans, but instead of clarity, it only raised more questions. Was this a result of escalating tension between Aaron and Teyana, or had there been another unseen trigger? The ambiguity, combined with the raw visuals of Bruises and Teyana's emotional turmoil, created an intense narrative that everyone felt compelled to follow. As the leaked photo continued to circulate, Teyana's emotional state became a focal point. Fans watched her struggle to maintain composure, and the images of her tears instantly went viral as well. Her reaction revealed more than just worry. It was a combination of heartbreak, disbelief, and a deep sense of helplessness. People could see that she wasn't reacting to the image alone but to what it represented: a betrayal, a breakdown in trust, and a reminder of the vulnerability she felt while navigating a relationship under the relentless scrutiny of the public eye. Social media reacted explosively. Twitter threads, Instagram stories, and YouTube comment sections were flooded with viewers expressing shock and sympathy. Some fans offered advice, urging her to step back and prioritize her mental health. Others speculated about the incident, weaving elaborate theories about what might have led to such a physical confrontation. The range of reactions showcased the intensity of public interest. Some fans argued over who was at fault, debating the sequence of events that could have possibly led to Aaron's injuries. The conversation wasn't just about the Bruises, it was about the emotional landscape surrounding Teyana and Aaron's relationship. Meanwhile, analysts and commentators began to dissect the images and context. They compared this leaked photo with previous incidents, looking for patterns and trying to understand the escalation. Every detail, from the placement of bruises to the expressions in the photographs, was scrutinized. Fans dissected past videos, posts, and even interviews, trying to piece together a timeline of events. The narrative evolved quickly, with each new post or leaked snippet adding layers to the story. The emotional intensity of Teyana's tears provided a stark contrast to the speculation, reminding viewers that there were real people, real pain, and real consequences behind the images they were analyzing. Teyana's vulnerability became a central point of discussion. Her emotions were raw, unfiltered, and relatable in a way that transcended celebrity gossip. This moment highlighted the human side of fame, the stress, the pressure, and the public exposure that amplifies every personal conflict. Fans connected deeply, commenting on how difficult it must be to handle such an intensely personal moment in front of millions. The leaked photo wasn't just a visual, it was a symbol of the emotional gravity of the situation, bringing home the point that relationships, no matter how public or private, can reach moments of intense crisis. As the drama unfolded, public speculation reached fever pitch. Some believed that Aaron had provoked the incident, while others suggested that external stresses had contributed to the altercation. Meanwhile, Teyana's reaction continued to dominate headlines, with every tear, every flinch, and every expression being dissected online. The emotional narrative was compounded by the fact that neither side provided a detailed explanation, leaving fans to fill in the blanks themselves. This ambiguity intensified the drama, making every subsequent leak or revelation more explosive. The impact of the leaked photo extended beyond social media. News outlets picked up the story, interviews were conducted, and the narrative took on a life of its own. The emotional resonance of Teyana's reaction, combined with the visible bruises on Aaron, created a perfect storm of public interest. Analysts debated the potential repercussions for both individuals, discussing everything from legal implications to public perception. The leaked photo, while just a single moment frozen in time, became a catalyst for an entire chain of events, magnifying both personal and public stakes. This moment also shed light on the dynamics of their relationship. Fans revisited past conflicts, scrutinized their interactions, and connected the dots between private disagreements and public displays of emotion. It became clear that what was seen in the photo was only the tip of the iceberg, a manifestation of underlying issues that had been building over time. The intensity of the leaks, combined with Teyana's emotional response, forced both fans and observers to reconsider their assumptions, challenging narratives and prompting deeper reflection about the complexities of personal relationships under constant public attention. The pivotal moment came when Teyana confronted Aaron privately, the tension between them palpable. In the footage captured, her voice quivered with emotion as she demanded answers.
"Why didn't you tell me?" she asked, tears streaming down her face.
Aaron, visibly shaken, struggled to explain, his own emotions a complex mix of regret, frustration, and vulnerability. The confrontation was raw, unfiltered, and deeply human, revealing the fragility of their bond. Every word, every gesture was charged with history, regret, and unspoken fear. Fans watching the leaked footage couldn't look away. The intensity of the moment, combined with the earlier leaked photo, created an overwhelming emotional experience. The public witnessed a side of Teyana and Aaron that went beyond headlines, beyond gossip, and beyond speculation. This was real life, raw and unvarnished, with consequences that neither could ignore. Teyana's tears weren't just for the physical injuries, they were for the breach of trust, the heartbreak, and the uncertainty of what the future held. As the confrontation escalated, emotions reached a breaking point. Aaron, his bruises still visible, tried to defend himself, explaining the circumstances that led to the altercation. Teyana, however, remained firm, her voice steady despite the tears. The conversation highlighted the complexity of their relationship, love intertwined with frustration, care mingled with anger, and concern shadowed by fear. The leaked photo and the confrontation together painted a vivid picture of a relationship under extreme pressure, where every word and gesture carried profound weight. The cliffhanger emerges as both step back, momentarily silent, each lost in their thoughts. Social media is already buzzing, speculating what this confrontation means for the future of their relationship. Will they reconcile? Or is this the breaking point that finally pushes them apart? Fans are left hanging, desperate for answers, unable to stop refreshing news feeds for updates. The tension is palpable, the emotional investment intense, and the story far from over. Finally, the outro leaves viewers with lingering suspense. Teyana, composed yet vulnerable, walks away, leaving Aaron in the frame, his bruises a stark reminder of the intensity of the conflict. The public is left to wonder, to speculate, and to feel the weight of the moment. The leaked photo, Teyana's tears, and the confrontation combine into a narrative that is both compelling and heartbreaking, capturing the raw reality of a relationship under pressure. The story ends not with resolution but with anticipation, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, eagerly awaiting the next chapter.